Okay, so blocking, very basics. I know you didn't pay 60 bucks to block, but everyone gotta do it, and most people don't like doing it. That's why most people's offense is much better than most people's defense. So, in a nutshell, you just hold back to block attacks. Like if he was to attack and I hold back, you block. And if you want to block low attacks, like wait, I can just show you. If I set, I'm a little bit sick, so like, pardon my voice sounding like that. If I just turn on, like, oh, yeah, he got me there. But you see, if I turn on CPU and he tries to open me up, I can just block him. Exactly. And you see the part where he opened me up, he was doing an overhead, like an attack. Ooh. An attack from above that needs to be blocked high. So the way it works is there are some attacks that hit low, like 5L for example. 2L, down L hits low. It's a numpad notation. It's a fighting game thing. Let's just call it down L for now. So down L hits low, right? And attacks that come from above, like when I, oops, if I don't mess it up, sorry. I'm so used to instant air dashing and just like normal jump heavy is just, it doesn't matter. Like if I attack him from above here, you see he blocks it standing. And if I attack him low, he doesn't block at all because the CPU is currently set to only block highs. So you see, post standing, if we say he's supposed to crouch, I'm gonna turn off the info display. There we go. You see, he blocks low now, but he wouldn't block high anymore. Like, you can't do both at the same time. So, in a nutshell, blocking is about adjusting to what your opponent does. And offense, or like pressure, like making block strength, is about finding a weakness in the defense of your opponent. And this game has a lot of options for that. So, like, I picked characters that I know to like show you a couple stuff, but I know a few things on like Vegeta and Bardock too. So as a rule of thumb, you want to block low, because you see, like let's take the universal overhead for example. Everybody 6M, like forward M, is an overhead. Everyone has that, and as you see, it's 24 frames. That's like almost half a second, and people can react to that. Like, you will get hit by it every once in a while. You know, the CPU hit me like that, but usually people will just block that. Like, this doesn't work most of the time, but this is 7 frames. So the strategy, what most people do, is they block low, because lows are really fast. You know, you can't react to a 7-frame low. By the time you know they did a low, you already got hit by it. So the strategy is to block low and stand up whenever they are attacking you from above. One strong option in this game is instant air dash, because you see this is 11 frames. I mean, it's a little bit more with the jump. But in a nutshell, this attack comes out in 11 frames. The instant air dash is just a couple frames more. And most people get hit by it. I do it manually, like I manually input jump forward to get the instant air dash, like this. I'm just very used to this. I'm so used to this that I do it in other games where this is not a very good setup, and then I get punished for it. But one thing you can do is that whatever you bind to super dash, right? Like I do super dash usually with with special and heavy together. Like I input it manually, but you can put it on a macro. Like you can just say, oh yeah, here, super dash is R1, L1 in this case, right? And then you can just hold forward, jump, and press that button twice. Because what happens is that the game tries to give you super dash, but you're currently in an air dash, so it can't give you super dash. But you just pressed special and heavy together, and you can't get a heavy right now. You can't get a special right now. Well, I mean, technically you could, but it prioritizes heavy. So this is how you can get a very easy instant air dash overhead. And as you see, this combos, like the aerial heavy is 15 frames advantage. This thing comes out in 7 frames. So doing a little bit of math, you can attack them before they can recover from this. So your options are like, you can do a few lows. You know, down medium is also a low. Forward medium is a high, but it's not a very good high. Like this one is, as you see, if he gets hit, it's 3 frames advantage. That's not enough to get a combo started. But if they block it, it's +0. So if they mash and you mash, you two clash. What you can do is the classic forward medium plus assist call. That, you know, if you hit them, you have 3 frames in which they can get hit by, or like 3 frames advantage, and a couple more frames in which you're both in animation. So that is enough time for your assist to come in, and then you can do your thing. Alright, so the kinds of mix-ups you can do, like obviously high-low is a mix-up. You can try to hit them low, or you can try to hit them high, and they have to try and block that. But there's more ways of mixing. Of course you can do something like grab, you know. You can do a tick throw, like hitting them, then grabbing them. Or you can do something that might like make them think that you will, you know, attack them, then you can grab them. That's like a strike throw, is what we call that. It's like they have to essentially react to or guess if you're going to strike them or if you're going to throw them. Then there are things like frame traps. Bardock has that one, for example. Wait, if I take over here and I start playing Bardock, you see Bardock's Tyrant Lancer is wait, it's not -4. What the? No, that's not right. Wait, that is not right. What am I witnessing here? Ew. Okay, never mind. Bardock doesn't have that anymore. But there are slow attacks that give you plus frames. One example would be... Oops, wait. Wrong. Here. UI Goku. This move, +3 on block. So, you know, you can do your things. They block it. You do this. And they don't interrupt it, then they block it, and then you're +3, which means you get to go again, and this is how you can extend your pressure. UI Goku specifically has a lot of mix-ups this way. Something he can do is like, of course he has this, but he can also fake it out. Like he can do this and make you wait for him, then you realize that he didn't do the attack, and then, you know, you can start again. He also has a side switching command grab, which is pretty nice. Yeah. He also has this one's really nutty because you can start this. Oop. Yeah, you can start this and end it in his in this move, which is invincible. It's fully invincible. So like the mix here is he going to do a high-low, or is he going to go for a frame trap, which is essentially a slow move that can be interrupted. Like if they know you go for the frame trap, they can reflect you. That is essentially how you get out of situations like that. When someone attacks, you can press back special, that is reflect. Reflect comes out frame 1, so it pushes your opponent away. It's also a good a good opportunity when you know they will attack you. And they have a little bit of frame advantage. So for example, Vanish is +2. +3 apparently. It is +2 as far as I know. That's how what it has always been, right? So after they block a Vanish, you can do whatever you want, but they have enough time to reflect you. So vanishing into the corner, like every time someone does it, you know, they do their thing, they run out of options, they vanish into the corner, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like now they mash and I can reflect and then they die because like I have combos that just kill them in the corner of reflect. Why would you do that? That's a terrible choice. Yeah, and another thing that he has is this. So like that's just multi-layered, you know. The mix is high-low, or frame trap, or side switching command grab. In which case he would have to jump. But if he jumps and you do this, then he gets hit. And if you if he thinks you go for an option that he can challenge, you can throw this, which yeah, stuffs him out of this. And this one is particularly disgusting because, oh no, wait, okay, they changed it. Like in the past, he was able to do 2 of them in a row because the aerial version and the grounded version is not the same. So yeah, that is like a couple things that you can do. One very universal option is calling an assist and switching over to the other side and then doing like a mix. Some characters like 21, for example, has this very circular jumping heavy. So if she does a jumping heavy, chances are she will actually cross over and hit you from the other side. Unless they change... Oh yeah, see right there. Like, I crossed them up, and in the past she had setups where she could, like, do her level 3, and then after you stand up, if she air dashes, depending on how much she delayed it, she would either land on, like, either side. So it was a 50-50 that you just had to guess, or you had to throw out an invincible reversal to get around that. So you see, offense and defense in this game is very multi-layered. Something, for example, 21 also can do, because 21 is kind of a grappler, right? Like, she can make you block all the time, but then she can grab you, right? And if you think she's gonna grab you, you're inclined to jump to escape, but she has like an air grab, right? A ground to air grab. So, like, if she plays mind games with you and thinks that you're gonna jump, she can grab you out of that. And like, a lot of the game is like, yeah, opening your opponent up, finding ways to get around their defense. Like something Vegeta, for example, can do is he has this, his heavy kick switches up. I think this move, yeah, his knee is an overhead. And wait, if I change, that's like a really nutty one that I've seen recently. Where is it? Enemy settings, standing guard. You can jump over them with the, like, you do the drop knee, right? And you can decide what side you want to go on. If you hold forward, he goes forward. So you can pass on the other side, and then you can do the EX knee to switch sides again. So something like that. Wait, if I don't mess it up, hold on. I've never done this, so hold on for a second. Oh. Yeah, see? So like, if you do this and you pass on the other side and they follow you, like they adjust their guard, but then you do the EX legs. Oh, hold on. I've never lapped this, so whoop. Yeah, so you know, you can confuse them in that way. Something that Vegeta also can do. That one is kind of nutty. I've only seen that one. Like, I've practiced this a while ago, but it has been very, very long. Vegeta can, if he puts you in the corner, he can do an instant air dash medium into a heavy, but the heavy doesn't actually come out. So they will think you're attacking them because you're starting the animation, right? But because because falling to the ground cancels this animation, you're free to act, and then you can do his grab, you know? And they will just not react to that, and then you get a bunch of damage out of it. Oh my god. Yeah, the information displays for player 1. So this move is actually +4, not -4. It's -4 for player 1 now. Wow, you're gonna be so confused until you reach this point in the video. So if you hold it longer, it's more plus. So something you can do is, you know, you go here and you go nuts, right? You do your la 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 la, boom. They didn't react, they didn't interrupt you. Now you're +4. You can just keep going, you know. You can do pop 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 pop, boom. If they start calling it out, just call an assist, you know. The assist is gonna cover you, then they block it, and then it's still your turn. You can go for like stuff like switching to the other side, you know. The EX Lariat of Bardock switches the side. So you can like do EX Lariat plus assist call. You see, this one would be really hard to react because you barely see that I called Vegeta at all, right? Like when I call Vegeta, he is like on the far right side of the screen, and by the time I cross you up, you don't see him anymore, and then he comes from behind, you know? So that's like a pretty nutty mix-up that you can do, and stuff like that. Like getting good at the game means doing pressure, finding weaknesses in your opponent's defense, and like defending yourself. If you want to see a really sick match, watch Goichi versus Sonic Fox. That's like, Sonic Fox is the dude with the best offense in the game, and Goichi is the dude with the best defense in the game. And it's like insane to watch him block for like a solid 30 seconds and like looking so calm. It's crazy.